It's time to honor our beautiful graduating dancers. We are, of course, always sad to say farewell to dancers when they reach their final year with us. This year, some of these dancers have been with us for as many as 15 years. But at this crossroads, we're grateful to have been a small part of their school life. We wish them every success, and we look forward to hearing from them soon. Remember, girls, you can return anytime to your Steps Ahead family. This year, each grad has taken the time to prepare a few thoughts that they'll share with you now. We're going to start with Maeve Carlo.
I'd like to start by thanking the Steps Ahead staff for all that they have done to make me feel at home here at Steps. I joined the Steps Ahead family in 2013 when I was just 10 years old. I can remember trying my very best to follow along with the other girls in my class and failing miserably, wondering what it was that I had gotten myself into. But with the help of Miss Lorraine, Miss Dulcie, Miss Chantel, Miss Jenny, and Miss Juliana, my love of dance skyrocketed along with my determination. Dance has helped me gain better coordination and discipline in all areas of my life, and I'm so incredibly grateful. I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me through my dance challenges and for always reminding me to persevere. I cannot imagine a life without dance and the incredible family I have met through Steps Ahead Dance. After graduation, I plan on going to UVic in the field of environmental sciences and hopefully find some dance classes so that I can keep practicing. I'm going to miss everyone here so much. Thank you all again for everything you've done for me.
I fell in love with dance at the young age of 3, ending my last 5 years of dance at Steps Ahead. When I first joined the studio, I was very timid to approaching a new environment. The students and staff at Steps Ahead welcomed me with open arms and demonstrated a family-like atmosphere, making me feel like I was right at home. I was able to make new friends who shared the same love of dance. From the long list of highlights I have from dancing at Steps Ahead, some of the most memorable moments for me were our trip to New York, team huddles and pep talks before going on stage, and the many hours spent dancing in the studio with my Steps Ahead family. I'd like to thank my parents for their support and always driving me to classes, shows, and especially putting up with my many forgetful moments. One of which was being on our way to a show and, however, just to get to Comox to realize I had forgotten my costumes on the front door in Duncan. Needless to say, there was a couple of brief words exchanged and the rest of the ride home was very silent. But regardless, they were my biggest fans in the audience. In the next chapter of my life, I will attend school at Camosun for 2 years, earning my associate's degree in biology. I will then transfer to UVic to earn my bachelor's of science degree. After earning my degree, I am thinking about specializing in dietetics, but I'm still undecided. Dance has taught me many things I will be taking with me in the future. It has taught me dedication, teamwork, and that just like in dance, life is not just about the steps you take, it is about how you take them that matters. I would like to thank all the teachers at Steps Ahead for always reminding me of this and teaching me so much that I'll be able to take with me the rest of my life. Although I will miss my Steps Ahead family, I am forever grateful for the memories I've made and look forward to the next chapter of my life.
Back to a 7-year-old me, I see a shy girl who had a lot to learn. That also happened to be the year I enrolled in my first classes at Steps Ahead Dance. Here I met and formed relationships with many instructors, each one of them imparting me with invaluable lessons and creating a space of freedom and expression for everyone who walked through the studio doors. I'll always be grateful to have had this place of acceptance and fun while growing up, and for the amazing women who made it that way. I quickly fell in love with dance, which provided me with a source of passion, stress release, and an understanding of the importance of physical activity. Dance has helped me to continuously grow as a person, gain self-confidence, and trust myself. had the opportunity to dance in Disneyland as well as New York, and being able to share each of these experiences with Grace. I would like to thank my parents for supporting my passion of dance for 11 years, being more than happy to drive me to countless classes and always being there to cheer me on from the stage. Without them, I wouldn't have found my passion for dance, and I'm so grateful that they have made that possible for me. Not only is dance a large part of my life, but it's also involved into a part of my identity. I can wholeheartedly say that I wouldn't be the person I am today without the constant guiding force of dance in my life. As this chapter comes to a close, I look forward to attending the University of Victoria in the fall and starting an undergraduate degree in kinesiology and seeing where life takes me from there. At this time, I don't know exactly what that will look like, but I do know that years from now, I will look back on my time at Steps Ahead Dance with fondness and gratitude for everything it brought into my life and for the person I am because of it.
Yeah. Smile. Come there and smile. Think of puppies.
Okay. That's just gross. Okay. Is this right, Lily?
It's going, yeah.
Okay. Not for real. It's so hard to believe that 10 years ago, I enrolled in my first dance class at Steps Ahead. I can still remember Mr. Blue Side costumes and the excitement of getting to perform on stage for the first time. Dance will forever be my safe space, and every time I dance, I feel like nothing can bring me down, and when I am down, dance allows me to express my feelings and overcome them. Steps Ahead has always been my second home, and with a home comes a family. I have made so many amazing connections here with the students and teachers, especially Miss Bryan and Miss Sonia. Miss Bryan was my first top teacher and is now my hip hop teacher, and she has taught me so much about the joy of dance and how to always be myself. And I've always looked up to Miss Sonia. She is someone who I can always talk to and make me feel so welcome. Over the past 10 years, she's been like a second mother to me, and I cannot thank her enough. My biggest highlights for dance were probably New York and Disneyland and the end of your shows. I would like to thank my parents who have been my biggest supporters and who have driven me to all my dance classes no matter how late they are. I'm also thankful to share these experiences with Pat. Next year, I'll be attending Camosun College to study social work and will hopefully continue dancing. Steps Ahead is such a big part of who I am in my life, and I'm going to miss it more than anything. Thank you for the best 10 years of my life.
In my life, I've danced at many different studios in many different towns. But the dance studio that feels most like home is Steps Ahead. I've only been dancing here for 3 short years, but it feels longer. At Steps Ahead, I've made new friends, learned new skills, and improved as a dancer and as a person. I would like to thank the teachers at Steps Ahead especially. They are kind, supportive, and amazing dancers. I've learned more here than I could have imagined in my 3 short years here, and I'm grateful for every minute. The teachers here have been so accepting of me as a new student and have taught me many lessons from how to do a turning Russian to how to look after a class of 11 3-year-olds. I'm incredibly grateful to my parents and my grandparents for supporting me in dance since I was one of those little baby ballerinas. They paid for my many classes, driven me to every one of them almost every day of the week, and attended every one of my performances from Broadway to Disneyland. In the fall, I will be attending UVic to earn my bachelor's degree of science. And between studying and learning, I will continue dancing in adult classes and taking part in any dance opportunities that come my way. I will look back on my years at Steps Ahead as some of the best of my life, and I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for me. Thank you, Miss Jenny, Miss Bryony, Miss Juliana, Miss Kat, Miss Haley, and Miss Lorraine for welcoming me into the Steps Ahead family.
I look back at the beginning and I still wonder how I progressed from being a little uncoordinated, slouchy 4-year-old to what I am now. Coordinated, more confident, balanced, creative. And being part of such a supportive, welcoming studio has been what I consider one of the biggest parts of my life. A huge highlight. I've made so many memories that I want to keep for the rest of my life. And I definitely still want to come visit some of the future shows every once in a while. I want to thank everyone who made the journey as great as it was. To my fellow students, to Kat, Amy, Miss Lorraine. I especially want to thank Miss Bryony because she's always been such a huge inspiration to me. I hope to attend a practical nursing course this fall to pursue a medical career. But another thing that I might want to do in the future is open my own tattoo shop. It's a little side hobby that I like to do. Yeah, thank you so much for everything. It's been the greatest time of my life so far, and I will always remember.